Welcome back. The global oil system is under pressure, and this is no longer a future risk. It is already happening. What started as a military strike is now turning into a supply crisis. Story: oil supply is getting hit, not as a prediction, but as a reality. The turning point came when Israel directly attacked Iran's South Pars gas field, the largest gas field in the world. This was not a warning. This was a direct strike on energy infrastructure. The impact was immediate. Around 12% of Iran's gas production was affected, and major refining operations had to shut down. This single event was enough to disturb global supply. Because this field is not ordinary, it is one of the main energy sources supporting multiple regions. And once it was hit, the system started reacting. Oil prices moved above $108 per barrel within hours. But the bigger story is not the price. It is the chain reaction that followed. Iran responded with force. Missiles and drones were launched across the Gulf region. Qatar reported multiple missile strikes. Gas facilities came under threat. Saudi Arabia also faced attacks. Refineries were targeted. Operations were paused for safety. This is not random action. This is a clear pattern. Energy systems are now becoming targets, and that changes everything. The United States has already carried out thousands of strikes inside Iran. Israel continues its operations. Iran is responding by targeting supply systems. This is no longer just a war. This is an energy conflict. And the biggest risk is not destruction, it is disruption. Shipping routes are becoming risky. Insurance costs are rising. Movement of oil is slowing down. And the most critical route, the Strait of Hormuz, is now under pressure. This single route carries nearly 20% of the world's oil. Even a partial disruption here can remove millions of barrels per day from supply. Global estimates already suggest that over 11 million barrels per day is affected. This is a serious level of disruption. Now look at Asia. Asia depends heavily on Middle East oil. India imports around 85% of its oil. China, Japan, South Korea all depend on the same region. So, when this region becomes unstable, Asia does not just face higher prices, it faces supply pressure. Now look at the ground impact. Refineries slow down. Shipments get delayed. Countries begin to secure oil for themselves. Supply does not stop completely, but it stops moving freely. And that is where the real problem begins. Because once supply becomes uncertain, panic starts. Early booking increases. Storage increases. Demand pressure rises suddenly. And this turns pressure into shortage. Now bring this to an end. Gas supply may get delayed. Cylinder delivery may slow down. Small businesses may struggle to get regular fuel. Transport cost increases. And slowly, daily life gets affected. Food prices rise. Travel becomes costly. Expenses increase. People may not see the conflict directly, but they feel the impact every day. Now look ahead. Iran has warned it will target more energy systems. The US has warned of stronger response. Israel continues its strikes. This situation is not reducing, it is expanding. As long as energy systems remain targets, supply will remain unstable. This is the real crisis. Not that oil is finished, but that oil is not moving safely, not reaching properly, not available evenly. And once that happens, countries compete harder, prices rise faster, and weaker economies face more pressure. This is how one strike on a gas field turns into a global supply crisis. This is not just about oil prices. It is about how stable supply will remain in the days ahead.
Stay safe, everyone, and subscribe to the channel for more such daily stories and updates. See you in the next one.